All right, Thursday, we're going to do a quick shoulder day. So today I'm going to do some more dumbbell workouts. I'm going to do, this is just some 1.5 rep side lateral raises. So you just try to keep your arms out, come up, and then kind of go halfway down and go right back up. This is a little bit lighter weight, so you're trying to keep that time under tension a little bit higher by doing that half rep. And I go for time on each of these next 5 exercises. So this first one here, going for about 45 seconds to a minute. Take a quick break, do a second set, and then move on to the next exercise. So it's the same workout as last time. But we finish these up, and then we go try to take as little break as possible, since this is a lighter weight exercise. So I go right from there to a front raise to kind of a tuck in extension. This one you feel a little bit in the front shoulder area a little bit more, and the chair helps you make sure that you bring it high enough, and you're not kind of slacking on the extension and the range of motion. So this one is pretty good too. I mean, you definitely feel the fatigue. It is a lighter weight series of exercises, so it's not as intense. But I wanted to take a break from some of the other exercises I was doing, and kind of get a little bit more rest. So I was feeling pretty tired, so I just decided to take some lower intensity days. But still a good workout here. We're doing some W raises. Hits the rear delt a little bit more. It's something I'm trying to focus on. Hit the back and rear shoulders with my workouts a little more. So same thing here. Just do it. You just want to bring your arms up in a form, kind of a W, with your arms and your trunk and your torso, and try and get to about 45 seconds to a minute. Here I don't quite make it, so in that case you just shake it out, take a quick break, a few seconds, and go right back up. That's the one thing I like about doing an exercise for duration instead of reps, is it encourages you to kind of go right back up, even when you get to that first point of failure, so that you get a little bit more time and attention, a little bit more progressive overload. So after the W raise, we do a sitting variation. Here you're just kind of almost doing a hammer curl into a W raise. Hit that back and rear delt a little bit more. The seated form, it makes it a little bit different. I do feel a slight difference compared to the previous W raise, but as you can see, I'm feeling the fatigue here, right? So I'm just taking a quick break, shaking it out, and going right back up. So the good thing about this is you can get you want to get these exercises done, right? Doing 5 exercises, about a minute each, so only takes and 2 sets each, so about 10-15 minutes. Right, so this is the last one. We're going to do a kneeling speed overhead press. The weight is pretty light here. Like, I can almost do 20 plus reps on this with the 10s. You want to go as fast as possible, controlled. So this is going to help build muscle endurance, which is something that I don't work on as much. So I decided to work on it for a few weeks. And these are tough. Let me tell you, by the time you're getting, maybe, I don't know, for me about 30 seconds in, I'm struggling to get that next rep up. So definitely try to push yourself here, and if you really can't do anymore, take a quick break, just a few seconds, and go back up. I also noticed that my left arm is quite a bit weaker than my right, as I usually fail on that side before. But after those 5 exercises, we're gonna call it a day with the dumbbell, and kind of go into some other exercises here. We're using the rows again. Like I said, really like this exercise. Hits the back really well. Also hits the rear delts a little bit, as long as you keep your grip a little bit wider and have that full extension. So I do 3 sets of those, and then here we do some elevated pike push-ups using the stools here to increase my range of motion there at the bottom. I do 3 sets of these, but these go by pretty quick, right? Only doing about 4 or 5 reps each and taking about 30 seconds to a minute rest. Not that heavy intensity. So it kind of goes from the rear to the front, back to the rear. Like I said, I'm trying to hit the rear delt more, so adding some face pulls, always a great addition to your exercise regimen. But here we're just going to extend up and do 3 sets of these, and that about wraps it up for shoulder day. And we're going to finish it up with abs like we always do. I'm going to do some ab contractions here. I mean, you guys know the drill by now. Right, so make sure to keep your legs straight from your knee to your hips and kind of contract at the abs. I mean, that's what you're trying to get progress here for, right? So after that, we go into some side raises. Here I'm using the 30 pounds of dumbbells again, 2 5s and 2 10s. And then you just want to make sure you extend at the top, get that full range of motion, and make sure you feel that crunch. You want to kind of consciously flex that muscle as you're doing it. And then once you finish one side, of course, do the other. And you do the extensions here. And I do 3 sets of each of those. And that wraps up the dumbbell core exercise. Right, and that's, wash your fingers. Here, using the dumbbell again for added weight for the leg raises for the ab workout. You want to add weight as to any exercise to make it more difficult to keep getting progress, right? Your abs are just like any other muscle group. You got to keep increasing the weight to keep getting progress. So do it slowly. I mean, it's not going to go as fast as like a compound lift, like a squat or a deadlift, but something that you don't want to keep doing at the same intensity over and over again, right? Your body's going to adjust, so you got to keep pushing it. But here we're just going to do this for as long as we can. I'm aiming for about 90 seconds with this 5-pound dumbbell. And then after that, we do some figure eights to just finish out the exercise, the muscle group, finish that workout. And usually by this time I'm pretty exhausted, so you should just try to keep your legs up as best you can, try to extend as much as you can, and make sure you keep your back flat to the mat. So if you want to take a break, try to take a break with your legs up off the ground, and be honest with yourself. Try to do a few extra seconds. Each of those each of those seconds that you do adds up every day. So and that's that. And then I just finish it up with some static planks, and that's the exercise. Right, so subscribe if you haven't already. Get daily reminders to start your workout. I'd love to help you guys out and answer any questions. So just let me know if you guys want to know how to get started. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, and see you next time. Thank you.